I am the videographer. I stand like a sentinel at the gates of the Sydney Writers' Festival. I work for a man named Sharkfin, otherwise known as the Feeder. He feeds everyone. Lawyers, judges, cops, and publishers. And I got a book I need smuggled out of these borders. So I'm scanning the room. I gave Sharkfin a copy of my book, but I think he put it in the bin. So now I hold the camera. I'm the digital diva. I shoot, narrate, and edit. I make YouTube stars of wannabes. I make pallid, limp affairs look like happening events. I feed the lie, and the lie feeds me. It's a symbiotic relationship. And tonight I'm standing on the outside looking in at the literati event of the year, facing the door and across from the smoking tables. I'm no longer the 21st century showgirl. I'm the keeper of the gaze now. My camera is my cock, my pen, my pussy, and my deadly weapon. A picture paints 1,000 words. I shoot before I know what I'm saying. I brought a New York state of mind back to the fatal shore, but that don't get you nowhere around here. You take a New York state of mind to Queensland and you're just asking to be raped. In Adelaide, you'll find your body in a barrel. In WA, a New York state of mind will find you suitable employment as the canary in the mine. And every single road leads home to the cradle of whores and criminals. My city of Sydney. Playground of Madame Lash and ascension point of Mary MacKillop. I am the woman that stands somewhere between them, on the crossroads between heaven and hell, with my suitcase, waiting to hitch a ride either way. Let's see who turns up before sunset. You only live once, right? And almost on cue, the crowd parts, and the sycophants fall to the left and the right. And there in front of my eyes stands the last of the great white smokers, Christopher Hitchens, like a Vanity Fair apparition. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, there is a God. If I was in New York, I would have marched up and talked to him, but I wasn't in New York. Yes, I was. Because here was Manhattan made flesh and standing in front of me. So close, and yet so far away. My last illusion. You know, the truth has never set me free. It keeps me collared, tagged, and on a short leash. The collar tightens like a noose each time I go to stretch my legs. It's a black dog dreaming. I'm standing on the outside. Am I awake? Like a junkie, I scratch myself. There was Peter Carey, David Williamson. The keys to the city were there. But which key was for me? I watched Sharkfin's wife man the table of Christopher Hitchens. It's always the women who play the gatekeepers. The guys mark out the boundary lines, but it's the women who enforce it. I was cornered from all sides. The invisible fence stoked my rage, and the truth burned a hole through my flesh. So I said in my head, Hitch, can I call you Hitch? Do you mind if I'm straight with you? Let's talk about what happened to you in the aftermath of September 11th. You turned into a great blubbering, whimpering mess of a terrified baby. Let's talk about how you hid behind the skirts of the great global psychopaths and helped fuel a war with your fear. How you sided with the neocons. Did God make you do that? You son of a bitch. But I bit down my tongue. And I heard my godmother's voice in my head. She said, do not bite the cock who might promise to feed you. Look him straight in the eye and say, Hitch, baby, can I call you Hitch? Can you smuggle my book out of these borders? Can you get my voice into the world before I choke? You know, that's why I smoke, so I don't implode and blow myself up like a terrorist. You know, the truth has never set me free. It keeps me collared, tagged, and on a short leash. The collar tightens like a noose each time I go to stretch my legs. It's a black dog dreaming. I see you. Can you see me? But there was too much need in me. I wanted everything too badly. My need was all caught up in my throat, and if I opened my mouth on that need, I'd just start to weep, and then my scars would roll out like a blood-red carpet and ruin the furnishings. I'd be sent out the back to shoot the kitchen hand and empty the bin with my book in it. So I tried to sound clever, and instead I said something sycophantic, something that exposed me as the puppet that I was. I said, I'm going to make Shark Fin a YouTube superstar. That's me. I'm the pimp. You're correct. God is dead, and truth is an illusion. But you've got to have faith in something, right? So here, you wear the collar, I'll wear the habit. The habit suits me best of all. It's my most serviceable outfit. I have a habit for cigarettes, a habit for marijuana, a habit for confessing, which gets me into nothing but trouble. I used to also be habitually horny, but the psychopath tore out my fuse box. Bless me, Father, heal my fuse box. Give me one more petite mort before I die. Hey, so... Maybe you can't get down on your knees for Jesus, but I bet you could get down on your knees for me. You got to get down on your knees for something, right? I know your type. They run this town. So you can be Judas, and I'll be Mary Magdalene. You tell me your betrayals, and I'll tell you mine. You can die a little in my arms, and I'll do my best to save you. I have a nurse's cap. It has a red cross on the front, and stockings to match. I'll call in all the saints. St. Jude, St. Christopher. I might even call in Mother Teresa if you start acting up. At least she held hands with lepers on her way to the top. Hold my hand, Hitch. Okay, when you finish that cigarette, it's okay, I can wait. I've been waiting all my life. I'm the lady in waiting. I'm caught in a limbo. I shoot what is left of society while I feed from the crumbs at its table. Shark Fin doesn't know that I'm dangerous yet. Hell, I didn't even know that I'm dangerous. I'm just looking for meaning in the land of the mortgage. I'm just following my bliss. But there is no bliss in a climate of fear. Everyone's gone crazy. And in a few months from now, he'll wake up in a hot sweat and run to break into my house, to rip the camera from my arms, steal back the evidence he fears that I've collected. And all he will find when he looks at the tapes is my innermost narcissism, which has nothing on here, so he'll relax. But I'll be on the run again because I've been hitching for so long. I've grown a new thumb in my heart. Can you feel it? Look, put your hands here. Oh, that's nice. Let's just